Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another Chart of the Week. I'm Lisa Miller. The first thing is I wanted to welcome close to 200 new people to this Chart of the Week. Thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy this first one. The next thing is I have an exciting announcement that I'm going to make at the end of this video, so stay tuned. I think you're going to love it. And today's topic is Gen Z. Many of you signed up for our virtual lunch and learn that we just finished, and we got great response to it. And I'm going to share a snippet with you in this video, but make sure to click below and you can watch the entire virtual lunch and learn to get the full context. But what I came up with is Gen Z and some growth mindsets. And the reason that this is important is that I feel like Gen Z sometimes gets a bad rap. That idea is average is awful. It's like Gen Z is lazy. They don't want to work. They're too fragile. And I just didn't believe it based on my own experiences. But there are things that are true that we needed to understand to help them be better prepared. So I decided to do my own research, and I just got it back last week, presented it this week. So hot off the press for all of you. So let's take a look at this chart. Basically, in this data, I asked questions around what describes Gen Z. How are they feeling? It's about their life, their relationships, their work. And I was able to quantitatively put them all together. And it's a flower mindset or model because when you think about different people bloom at different times, and we just felt like that was a great metaphor. But when you look at the chart here, 16% say that they're feeling kind of capable and confident. And that means that the other 84%, there's something that's holding them back. But this is not a one size fits all or, average is awful kind of idea. We can't just group everybody together in that. So we broke it down one step further. There actually is 14% that feel like they're in a survival mode. Now you guys can decide, is that high or low? But those are the people that are really kind of stuck and paralyzed. The next level up is what I call the overwhelmed middle. And they have very different things that are holding them back. Some might just be afraid to start. Some might just feel kind of boxed in. And another group, they're all about having curiosity stripped out of them at school. So they feel like they've just lost their curiosity. They want to do it though. And then we have a growth zone. And those are people that are actually more ready for mentorships and growth and responsibilities. And you can see that that's 24%. So there's a lot of Gen Z that are kind of still percolating in the soil. But we have to really understand how best to activate their growth. So you guys ready for the big announcement? For the first time ever, we're going to go deeper on these insights. People are always saying, Lisa, I want to spend more time with you. And my favorite line is, of course, to get to the so what, now what. So I decided to put together what I'm calling an activation workshop. It's going to be on September 24th, and it's a half day. You can join in person in Dallas. We have limited seats, or join virtually. And of course, I'm going to make sure it's worth it for you, right? Because that's my thing. But I want to tell you there's three key things. The first is going to be knowledge. We're going to go deeper on all of this data. We have examples of older versus younger Gen Z, men versus women, ethnicity, school versus work. So there's so much. Think of it as a big Rubik's Cube. And we're going to share for the first time ever that level of detail. The next is actually activating the insights. So how can you use that? Whether you're in training, hiring, marketing, what's the power of the data to be able to use it and get to that so what, now what? And then the last is tools, because I want you to walk away with things that you can use each and every day to help you in your work. So knowledge, activation, and tools. So we have a link down below. You'll find all of the details, but I hope to see you on September 24th for this activation session. And I hope you go on the journey with us. Thank you.